What if I was born in a rich family? What if I never had to worry about the next meal? What if the roof above my head was made of luxury, not leaking promises? What if my path was already paved, and success was just a matter of showing up? Would life be easier, or would I be weaker? This question isn't just about wealth. It's about destiny, discipline, and the cards we're dealt. Because some are born with everything, and still feel empty, while others start with nothing, and build empires. This isn't a speech for the rich. This is for the fighters, the underdogs, the dreamers who weren't born lucky, but are determined to die legendary. So today, we ask the question, what if? And we answer it with fire, truth, and the power of our will. What if I was born in a rich family? Would my hands be soft instead of calloused from hard work? Would my nights be peaceful instead of restless with thoughts of survival? Would the world treat me differently? Hold doors open not just physically, but in life? Maybe I wouldn't have known the taste of struggle. Maybe I wouldn't have walked barefoot through storms others avoid with umbrellas of money. But here's the truth. Being born without wealth isn't a curse. It's the forge. It's the fire that shapes the steel in your soul. It's the test that separates the entitled from the empowered. If I was born rich, maybe I'd know comfort. But because I wasn't, I know character. I know what it means to fight for every inch, to chase hope on an empty stomach, to dream not because the world gave me permission, but because I refused to settle. You see, when you're born without wealth, life doesn't give you a head start. But it gives you something richer than money. It gives you perspective. You learn that respect is earned, not inherited. That pain has a purpose. That hunger is not just for food, it's for meaning, for growth, for more. Some people were born in penthouses. I was born in pressure. Some people inherit a name. I'm building mine from scratch, brick by brick, scar by scar. If I was born rich, I wouldn't have learned how to stretch a dollar into a dream. I wouldn't know the power of praying at rock bottom. I wouldn't understand how silence teaches more than applause. I wouldn't have had to become creative, resourceful, unbreakable. If I was born rich, maybe I'd have assets. But because I wasn't, I have attitude. An attitude that doesn't quit. A mindset that doesn't fold. A heart that doesn't run. Let's be real. Money can buy convenience, but it can't buy courage. It can offer a cushion, but not conviction. It can open doors, but not keep you walking through them when life hits back. When you grow up without privilege, you develop vision, not just sight. Because when life doesn't hand you the answers, you learn to ask the right questions. You learn to listen, to endure, to adapt. You don't chase shortcuts. You become the long road itself. If I was born rich, maybe I wouldn't have known what losing everything feels like. But I would have never known the thrill of building from nothing either. The beauty of rising when nobody believes you can. The strength of becoming your own motivation, your own support, your own reason. If I was born rich, I might have had things handed to me. But I'd rather be the one who earned it. Because what you earn, no one can take. What you fight for becomes part of your DNA. So no, I wasn't born in a mansion. I was born in a mindset. A mindset that says I may start behind, but I'll finish beyond. A mindset that doesn't envy the rich but outworks them. A mindset that knows pain is temporary, but legacy is forever. If I was born rich, life might have been easier. But because I wasn't, I had to grow stronger. And in the end, strength will always last longer than ease. Some people inherit a fortune. I inherited the fire. Some people begin with resources. I began with resilience. Some people are born at the finish line. I was born at the starting blocks with chains on my feet. But I broke those chains. And now I don't run, I fly. Because I wasn't born rich. I'm not afraid of the dark. I'm not scared of failure. I don't panic when the plan falls apart. I become the plan. So if you ever feel like you're behind in life because you didn't have a rich family, remember, you were given something far greater. The chance to become the one who changes everything. Not just for you, but for the next generation. The first to do it. The one who rewrites the story. The one who looks at the system and doesn't ask for entry, but kicks the door down and says, I'm here, and I'm not leaving. Let them keep their inheritance. I'll keep my hunger. Let them hold their gold. I'll hold my grit. Because when the world shakes, it's not the rich who survive. It's the relentless. And maybe one day, your kids will ask you, were we born rich? And you'll smile and say, no, we were born ready.